Sustainability is the most important practice that is being advocated nowadays across different nations. If you look into the concept of sustainability, it seems to be a jugalbandi between technological advancement aimed at profits versus preserving planet and society. Realizing the rampant nature of technological advancement aimed at only profits, several decades back, as early as 1987, the United Nations defined sustainability as meeting the needs of the current generation without compromising the ability of the future generations to meet their own needs. If you look into sustainability, it is often broken down into three core concepts: economical, environmental, and social. The economical is mostly from profit making point of view. Environmental is mostly from preserving the planet, and the social is from preserving the people and the human society. Accordingly, the sustainable policies emphasize on the future effect of any product or processing process that is being proposed or put forward for use in the human society. Realizing the accelerated effort needed for sustainable practices, the United Nations in 2015 had set out 17 sustainable developmental goals as a shared blueprint across nations for peace and prosperity for people and the planet to be achieved by year 2030. Just like we have the saying that we have moved from being monkey to humans, we have also moved from bullock cart to bullet train. In this journey from bullock cart to bullet train, technology has played a crucial role in terms of innovation and new development. Our true intention as technologies is to innovate new things that make humans' life comfortable. However, when we are doing this, mostly we keep the immediate comfortness of humans without bothering about the long term effects of such a product or process. Alternatively, of course, immediately the proposed technological innovation may give more comfort, more may create more comfort for the human society, but are they really sustainable? If you look into as a technologies when we are working for developing new products or process through innovation or invention, generally without having a complete knowledge of what do you mean by sustainability, in most of the cases, even though we justify that this particular technological innovation is sustainable, but may not be really so. For example, you consider paper industry. Earlier generation, 3 4 decades back, we used to follow paper mode of processing, and in the last decade or so we have mostly moved into online processing thanks to the digital technology development. As a technologist and even as a common man, we feel that as we are not printing too many papers nowadays, it has reduced significant reduction in the paper usage, and we may, as technologists, we may feel that no, oh yes, we have become more sustainable. Is it really so? So when I dig into the literature, I found that it's not really so, because for paper, the raw material bamboo is not cut from forest. It is they follow a domestic practice of growing bamboo, cutting them for producing papers, and then growing equal or even more amounts like sugar cane what we do. Further, the other dimension is okay, we through the digital electronic technology we reduce the paper usage. However, the digital electronic gadgets themselves have a lot of unwanted harmful ingredients. How do we dispose of them? Disposing electronic waste itself is a very big challenge. Same way, when I take solar energy, we say it's sustainable, and we all feel an emphatic yes when somebody asks because we are following that. However, how do we dispose of the solar panels once their lifetime is over? Of course, we may say it is a question that's coming after 2 decades. Why should I bother about at this point of time? And that is where when I say the sustainability should form core of any technological innovation or development. For instance, is plastic really sustainable? 3 4 decades back, we used to use bags and paper covers for storing some material. Then we happily moved into plastic bags, and now moving back to bags, cloth bags, and paper covers. If you see, no, we needed several decades to realize this problem of the monster called plastic. And that is where I'm trying to emphasize that there is a need for thinking sustainability from a sustainability perspective. That means to say sustainability should form the core of the any new technology invention or innovation. No doubt, technology is going to be the core for any new product or process development in future. Along the same lines, sustainability should form the core of any new technological development. In that way, I should say this technology development and sustainability should become two faces of the same coin. Essentially, when I'm saying that sustainability should become core of any technology development, as technologies, when we are developing new product or process, we should have the ability to sense the future of the proposed innovation or invention in terms of sustainability, not just from a profitability point of view. This makes our life more comfortable from a sustainable perspective, not only for the current generation, but also for the future generation. Doing something consciously by sensing that its possible larger effects on society and environment are envisaged now itself, and if it is more harmful to the society and environment, even though it is highly profitable, I may not go ahead with the invention or innovation of that product or process. So, through this message, I would like to request, as educated class in terms of technologies and scientists, we should do not just brush away the concept of sustainability, saying that no, it's a policy, somebody else has to worry. What we need to do is we need to consider sustainability as also a multidisciplinary component for our technology development. Just like whenever we are conducting some human subjective studies, we have ethical clearances required. We may require sustainable clearances before developing any new technology or process. Just to summarize, in this 21st century, technology is going to drive being the core for any new product innovation or invention. There is no second word about that. At the same time, any of these new technology are used for the development of new products or process only if they pass the test of sustainability. That is, sustainability should form the core to technology development, which will in turn form core to new product or process. Thank you.